So the microphone is set here, and I know that the response on this particular microphone, its ultra highs its highs are weak, its mids are a little strong, its bass reflex is pretty much normal, so that's why I have it set up this way. Well, this is going to be my electric guitar channel here, which is set flat. It's a stereo channel, and that's where my inputs from my stereo effects will go. I'm going to set this channel up for the mandolin, which is typically where I put the mandolin, and it'll go in the left input, which is for mono, and I set the mandolin flat on the board. I'm going to put the harp into this channel here. The harp typically has a relatively low bass response, so I'm going to kick the bass up a little bit. Actually, I'm going to put it in this channel. No, the classical guitar will go in here. Okay, so the harp has a little bit of a low bass response, and its highs can be pretty sharp. Then the classical guitar actually gives me good strong lows. I'm going to put it in this channel. Its highs and its mids are not really all that strong. So classical guitar, harp, mandolin, electric guitar. For the keyboard program, I stand while I play the keyboards and guitar and mandolin. For the Heart and Soul program, I use a harp. So the first thing I'm going to test out with the sound system is my voice, because it is by far my most important instrument. Many long years ago, I drilled a hole in the back of this harp, that hole right there, and I inserted a jack, quarter-inch jack, so that I could do this. And plug the harp into the sound system. Now, the microphone is, and I experimented with several different locations before I came up with the location for it. Let's see if you can see that, where the microphone is. It's right down there at the bottom there. And where I located it, I took a lot of testing. So that black thing you see on the left-hand side, that's the microphone, where it's actually it's just electrical tape that's taping it to the soundboard. And where it's taped was the most advantageous location on the soundboard that I could find to get the broadest frequency response for that microphone. There, that's about the best picture I can get of it. But anyway, I felt around. I tried it in several different locations before I settled on that location. Increase the volume on channel 4. Okay, so the highs are coming through a little bit too much and sounds kind of brassy. The lows are barely coming through at all. Mid-range response is a little strong, so I'm bring the mids down, bring the lows just almost all the way up. Okay, I can bring the highs up just a hair. And I'm hardly getting anything. Okay, I'm wondering if there's a problem with my soundboard. I have a way of testing that. Before I swap these out, I set all my settings on this board to be identical with the settings I've got on that board. which means that it is almost certainly a short between the headphones. Ah! Okay, I went through all of those checks to realize that I had the guitar not turned correctly. Now that I've got more or less the sound that I want coming out of this board, I need to mimic everything on this board over to this board and run this board again, or this board is down. So just so that this board won't be down, make sure that both my boards are working, let's do that. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with the soundboard. It was a short between the headphones. And we're good. That's a good check. The studio's set up, and I need a lot of rehearsal. I've only got 1 week left before the show, and I'm still weak on everything. So I'm going to be running the whole show every night for a whole week.